Hi, this is Catherine Morgan from Point A to Point B Transition. I'm also the editor-in-chief of Carol Roth's blog, Business Unplugged. And today we're talking to Carol about an issue that we've sort of worked both sides of this. So we're gonna talk it through. So I have read posts that you've written for our blog and on other places about women entrepreneurs being entrepreneurs, and they have the same issues as other entrepreneurs and shouldn't be singled out separately. And then recently with our friend Ramon Ray, you were doing the Smart Women, Smart Hustle, virtual online day and doing a series and dedicated to women entrepreneurs. So we have, do they need to be treated separately? Do they have different issues? Should they be treated separately? And maybe where do we fall on this now?
All right, so where I fall on this has been very consistent, is that I hope one day that the need to have a woman as a qualifier, women's conference, woman entrepreneur, women anything will go away, because I think that it does women a disservice. That being said, because women are clinging onto it and clinging onto the issues of, oh, we have these issues, and self-fulfilling and creating these issues, we need to have these conferences so we can tell them to stop doing that. So, basically I'm sort of consistent on my role here, but a lot of times women are more comfortable in that. Women entrepreneurs, and again, I'm speaking in generalities. Obviously, every person is different, but their stereotypes exist for a reason, and it's because in many cases they're true, and that's why we see a lot of
organize big sets of data. That's why stereotypes exist.
Exactly. If you had Google serving up certain things in terms of your ads, you wouldn't say, well, they're stereotyping me. They're using the data behind what you do to serve you a result, and so that's the same thing here. So women fall back behind this issue of like, oh, I'm a woman, so I need to approach things differently. And I think that in itself is self-limiting. Women don't ask for raises in their own entrepreneurial endeavors. They don't take on as much risk. They don't have as big as visions. A lot of times they downplay what they do. The amount of women that I have met who have shook my hand and said, what are you doing? The first thing they say
well,
is, not that interesting. Not that interesting, or well, it's not that big of a deal. Well, then why do I care? Like, literally, this is the first thing that you're going to lead with, is telling me this thing that you're working on is a piece of crap and not that interesting, and you're going to waste my time. No, if you are spending your time on it, God damn it better be interesting, or do something else.
Or at least interesting to you. I mean, if you're not finding your own thing interesting, I think you have a problem.
Well, nobody else is going to find it interesting. And that's the thing. That's not the case. They're just trying to downplay it, and you can't. As an entrepreneur, you have to be a self-promoter, not a cocky jerk. But if you're not interested, if you're not going to be the one to be that cheerleader, then nobody else is going to find it interesting either. And so women do tend to have some of these issues, and it's why women businesses tend to receive less capital, and they tend to pick out businesses that aren't as able to be financed into bigger operations. And that's fine if that's your intention. But if your intention is like, I want to go out and be a unicorn and make, billions of dollars, then you can't do that.
Right.
So, I think it's just one of those things. Like, when my father and mother raised me, they never raised me with sort of this connotation of gender, or that there was something assigned to women do this and men do this. It was just like, you're a person and go get them, and you can do whatever you want. And I ascribe a lot of my success to the fact that I didn't have those limiting beliefs. It was like, if I want to go out and compete, I'm going to go out and compete. I've never been a fan of wanting equal pay, because I want to be paid the most. I don't want to just go, oh, well, somebody else is making that seems good enough, so make sure I'm equal to them. No, I'm going to try and get the most. And it's having that mindset that you're going out and you're going after something, not like, oh, well, I feel bad, so I want to make sure at least I'm on parity with everyone else. Like, you just need to drop that. And it's just creeping too much in to the sort of new wave of feminism. Feminism used to be about, like, getting equality in the eyes of the law, and we're, you know, super fortunate that these women who came before us were able to do that. But now they did. You got to go out and you got to like get the bulls by the horns or the balls or wherever, grab on and be like, I'm going to do this. And so, you know, I do have to go to these things that are dedicated to women and call them on their BS, so that at some point in time, they stop thinking of themselves as a something entrepreneur. And it's not just women, minority entrepreneur, this or that, as if it's like some sort of subset.
Right.
I feel like it's like sitting at the kiddie table, right? Like at Christmas.
Nice. Good analogy.
You sit, you know, here are the adults and oh, I'm there, but I'm sitting at the kiddie table. No, like you deserve a seat at the main table. And so that means that you are an entrepreneur and you need to network, not just with other women or other minorities or other, you know, whatever group it is that you want to put around yourself, that you want to be out there with the best and the brightest. And a lot of this is just, frankly, is just mindset. So you're no longer, I have, like, this is my magic wand. You are just an entrepreneur. Go be successful.
Fantastic. I got nothing to add to that. Thank you, Carol.